So ultimately, you're already behind. I'm not here today to rant about algorithms. I'm here to show you how you can sort of turn them into customer machines and start bringing in more and more leads into your funnels via social media, all range of platforms as well. It's not strictly sort of YouTube, Instagram. This can be applied across the board, and then you tweak it as required. So a quick introduction. My name's Callum Richards. I am the founder of CRSOCIALS. I'm a social media management company that helps local businesses and online brands grow their presence and ultimately bring in more leads via social media. So today's topics will be talking on strategy, a couple of examples of how you can use it, some new tools I've personally been testing and things that I'd recommend for yourselves to try out, a couple of laughs, and then something relatively serious at the end with everything that's been going on in the past 72 hours. I feel, very much obliged to touch on it because it's been tough for a lot of people, and I think for me personally, I want to speak on it. It's not going to be a reoccurring thing, but just something I feel like I should mention at least within this live. So the first talking point is the AI tsunami, which I think we can all see. We're very much aware AI is coming. AI is coming thick and fast. Obviously, recently we've had the ChatGPT-5 be released, which in my personal opinion is the best AI platform. I hate saying it because I'm a massive advocate for Elon Musk and I want Grok to win, but I'm just so used to ChatGPT and it would be very tough for me to break that out now. So I'm on GPT like literally all the time. As I'm sort of speaking, I've got GPT running in the background, creating images, coming up with content and that sort of stuff. So there's been some massive movement with ChatGPT-5 in the sense of like you've got the agents, you've got the study mode, you've got a lot of hidden features that haven't actually been spoken about. So what I'd really recommend, because I don't want this to just be a flood of AI and me only speaking about AI, but it is a big part of content creation now, it's a big part of strategies, and it should be a big part of anybody's strategy who is in the content creation space. Hello Alberto, how you doing? So I definitely think everybody should be looking at how they can integrate AI. Hello Zula, how are we doing? You guys all right? So I don't want it to be like a flood of me just talking about AI, but at the same time, it's very difficult to, how you doing Cookie Monster? It's very difficult for me not to mention it. So what I would strongly recommend is there's a couple of podcasts out there, there's a couple of ways you can get onto AI to start integrating it. I definitely recommend going into those. Hello, I'm going to butcher your name, I'm so sorry. Lael Nuff? There you go, said it I think. Don't know, Nuff, can you say Nuff? I think so. I can do Cookie Monster, Alberto, but yeah, sorry, like Laial. My mouth won't allow me to say that properly. So as you guys are joining, I was just basically touching on the flood of AI that we've seen in the content creation space, how it should be, how you guys should definitely be using it. Any business owner, any content creator, any sort of anyone should be touching on AI and getting it integrated into any way you can, to be honest, because it just helps. It's just a massive help. As I mentioned, ChatGPT-5 is huge. You can use it regardless of what part of marketing you want to integrate into. It can, without a shadow of a doubt, be used. So I just want to scroll down onto what I've mentioned. The next talking point is the platform shifts and what's happening on certain platforms. So a couple of notes I've made here is obviously Instagram is now sort of indexing, your captions, your comments, your posts, which means you can use that as SEO, especially if you've got it linked to your main website or the main funnel you want to push people through. It's going to be massive now. I think Instagram used to be, when it comes to captions, it used to be to like grab people in, and it used to be, read this. So now it is a massive SEO tool. Now, with SEO, there is obviously a big thing coming out now, which is GEO, which is where sort of, I don't think Google's going to be overtaken. I think it controls too much of the market, but you do need to be formatting your content so that it's going to be picked up by GPTs as well as Google. So you've got another narrative. I spoke on that in my last video if you want to go and check that out. But it's a big thing that you want to be starting to look at is the indexing. Obviously, it's Instagram ads, and yeah, we've touched on that already. Another talking point for today is the creative disruption and how you need to be sort of grabbing your audience from the get-go. The content creation space is getting insane now. Everybody's online, and it's not, the big difference is not everybody's looking to monetize it. Some people are just strictly there to entertain. Some people are just there to put their points across, to put their thoughts across. And when you've got big news events like we've had in the past, like we have all the time, it feels like at the moment, when you've got big news events and people are just going on there to spread their opinion, there needs to be a way for us as marketers to use, I say use it, I don't like certain things myself. This is just my personal opinion. I don't like using certain topics to grab people in. I know we're all aware of something that's happened in the past couple of days. And, you know, you saw a lot of people using it to grab views, to grab attention. Me, myself, my moral standpoint is I don't like doing it when it's certain topics, certain things, it doesn't sit well with me. However, other instances, you know, you could talk about potential. I think I posted a video recently about Nepal and how it's stripped all of its social media. Yeah, RIP Charlie Kirk. And as I mentioned, there will be something serious I want to touch on at the end of this live, because I feel obligated to do it. I don't want it to be a reoccurring thing. It's just, it's a horrible thing that's happened. And I think anybody who's putting content out there, anybody who's got any sort of voice whatsoever, I feel like they should mention it. But mate, for now, I want to focus on the content side, delivering value to you guys. So of course you can use those sorts of things. You can try and flip them into your content, into your hooks, because it will be something that's being searched. Now, how you do that is going to determine how your audience looks at you. So as I say, for myself, I wouldn't want to use it as a hook. I wouldn't want to use it to just get views, to get likes. It's not how I view content, and it's not the sort of content creator I want to be. Have I mentioned it in post? Have I give my opinion, and will I give my opinion today? Yes, but it's not going to be the front runner of why I'm delivering this content. I'm not going to use it in the title. It's not going to be used in the thumbnail. I'm not going to be using it to get clicks. I'll be giving my personal opinion on it. You guys are more than welcome to drop yours in the comments, or more than welcome to stick around to check that out. Or if you're sick and tired of hearing everybody's opinion on it, that's down to you. That is down to you. Now, a big area I want to touch on when it comes to social media, just in general, is the sort of mindset shift that you've got to have when it comes to the algorithm and controlling your grit, because focus is a massive aspect of it. You need to be focused on social media. You need to be consistent. You so need to be consistent. The amount of people, the amount of profiles I review on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and I literally see the drop-off point. I see where they were posting daily, they're full of enthusiasm, they wanted to keep posting, yeah, I'm going to be the next big thing on social media, and you just see it stops. It's not even like it drip feeds, it just stops completely, because they couldn't get over the fact that they were getting low views, they couldn't get over the fact they were getting low engagements. I want to point this out right now. I am speaking to you guys, because I hope obviously later on down the line this video gets viewed more, but I'm speaking to you guys now, whether there's 0, whether there's 1, whether there's 1,000, I will continue to post content, because I know as I continue to put the reps in, as I continue to learn what you guys are after, what content style works better, I know that will only make me better as a content creator, as a marketer, as a service provider to my clients. It's only going to make me better, because I can see the trends, I can see what's working. You've got to put in the reps, you've got to put that focus in. Now, there's 2 ways you can go about this, and Alex Mosey speaks on it, is you can either go width and depth, or you can go depth and width, and I'll explain that a little bit further. So ultimately, hello Damien, I'm all right. Ultimately, what you can do there is you can either hit all platforms all at once. There's I think at the moment, my focus is 10. There's 10 platforms I'm going to be posting an insane amount of content on. And then you can go in depth as you've hit that scale. So say you start with your main 5, which could be Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, X, whatever you want to do. Obviously, it's going to be very much dependent on what your service is. I think certain skills, certain businesses are going to be much better suited to targeting certain platforms. But again, that'd be something I'd discuss with the client. So that'd be the width and depth. Is basically you attack them all. You've got a massive funnel. You've got a massive potential to hit a wider audience and an audience across the board, and then you start knuckling down and dialing in on certain platforms. Or you go for depth and width, which would basically be you target Instagram, you optimize Instagram, you get Instagram to the highest caliber you can, and then you move from Instagram, say, to YouTube, you move from YouTube onto TikTok and so on and so forth. So you're almost optimizing every platform as you go onto it. I think either or is better. I think you can do whatever is going to suit you. I've tried both. I've tried just targeting one platform, and then I'm currently trying targeting all platforms. I think if you can get a good flow, if you can get a good repurposing flow, if you can get a good output, because the thing is when you're attacking that amount of platforms, you're realistically looking at a minimum of 3 posts a day. If you get yourself used to making 90 plus pieces of content a month, and then repurposing it across platforms, you're going to be able to tune in and dial in, like, oh, okay, that content worked on that platform. You know, if you posted 100 videos throughout the month and you've got one video that got 10k views on TikTok, you can hone in on that video for TikTok, and then you do the same, and you might get one video or one post that does well on Instagram. You hone in on that one. So that's what I'm testing currently at the moment. The content output that I'll be pushing is genuinely going to be insane, but you've got to make it sustainable. You've got to be able to keep it up, because consistency is that thing. I'd rather somebody, if I'm speaking to a potential client or prospect, and I would say you're much better off if you want to record a video a day, or if you want to record the videos, as and when, so each day or whatever, you're much better off setting the bar low at the beginning and saying, I'm going to record a video a day, than you are to say, I'm going to record all 90 videos. I've done 90 video recording sessions. They are quite agonizing. If you've got all day, even if you've got the scripts, even if you've got the setup, even if you want to change the wardrobe and things like that. I say wardrobe, t-shirt or shirt 9 times out of 10. That's where you buy hoodies. But if you want to do that, you can, and you can 100% record 90 pieces. I think the most I ever done was about 96 pieces of content in about a 3-4 hour period whilst I was staying in a hotel. I literally ironed all my t-shirts, got them all spread out across the bed, and then was I was recording 3 videos, one video here, one video here, one video here, then swapping the t-shirt and doing it again and again. What you'll find is as you get past your first forward videos, you're low energy because you're getting into it. Then after that, you pick it up and you start getting a bit better, and you don't need as many takes. You might get a lot of videos done in literally one take, but then as you get, I'd say, past the 40 to 50 mark, you feel your energy going, because you're at that you're just past the halfway point. It's took you an hour. You're still trying to keep that energy on the delivery. So personally, what I like to try and do is aim for 3 to 5 a day. It's good to do it daily because, again, same reason it's good to post content daily. It's good to get those reps in. It's good to get the flow. Things like lives are really good as well, because this gets you used to talking without using too many filler words. It gets you used to talking without stuttering or mumbling or going So certain things like that are quite good. But the mindset is a massive one, because you really, really, really need to accept that at the beginning, the content is going to suck. Ultimately, it's not going to get the mass amount of views. It might take you 12 months, it might take you 18 months. It might not get to the point that you're expecting of getting 100k views, dependent on the content that you're making. So you've got to decide at the beginning, are you making the content for the views, or are you making content for a purpose? Is there a reason behind it? From there, stay consistent. Start daily. Just a single post a day. The amount of people who ask for a profile review and they've posted 12 pieces of content in a 2-week period, it's yeah, just post more. Yeah, but what about my profile? Your profile picture doesn't matter. You need to post more, because nobody's going to care about your profile picture because nobody's seen it, because you've posted 12 pieces of content over 2 weeks. Look, there's people that post that daily. There is literally people that will post every 2 hours, every hour. So you need to volume. You need to put the volume in. That's ultimately what it comes down to. So they're the main topics I wanted to talk on today. So obviously we'll just rehash over it. The AI Tsunami, be integrating AI into your platforms. Go and have a look at certain podcasts. I will, next time I come on, I'll actually have a list of, I think the main one is AI Marketer. That's a big one. If you wanna check him out, I've been listening to him quite a lot and driving around the past week. He's got some brilliant tools, brilliant prompts. Prompts are a massive one. If you can steal people's prompts, do it all day long. If it's going to save you having to, because some prompts can genuinely take you about an hour to construct and get them how you want them, and then you've got to tweak them and change them, and even then sometimes they mess up. So if you've got a chance to steal someone's prompt that gives you the best short form caption, do it all day long. Steal prompts wherever you can. So AI, putting AI into your content, basically, that's a big thing you want to be pushing. Platform shifts. So as I mentioned, the SEO within Instagram, the other sort of changes that are coming. And with that, what you want to be doing is finding a way to easily spend sort of 5-10 minutes a day checking the updates, checking what's working. I again have integrated AI to send me an update every day. So I've got an AI agent, sends me an update, if there's any algorithm changes, if there's anybody I need to check out, and then I've filtered my algorithm. So if I am scrolling through social media, it's either AI related, news related, or social media related. There's nothing else. I won't get like crazy dances or like some football skills going on there. It's literally honed in on exactly what I am looking for and the type of content I want to be consuming to develop more skills further, and some sales ones as well. But the sales ones can push you towards that motivational like content, and then you've just got David Goggins shouting at you to carry the boats, which I don't mind. I could watch that video all day, to be honest. Creative disruption is obviously using trends, news, what's going on around the world. Again, I'll touch briefly on this. You've got to be careful, because what I wouldn't want to do is say to you, use the news, you use a tragedy that's happened in the news to get people to watch your video, and it backfires massively. So, take that with a grain of salt. And then obviously the mindset, which we just spoke about, was you've just got to, if you come in, just say to yourself, for the next 12 months, minimum, I'm posting daily. Just set that goal for yourself. Come in, posting daily, next 12 months. Now, I want to touch on a serious matter very briefly. This live, more content, this sort of stuff is not political. It's not designed to be political. It's not designed to change anybody's opinion. It's designed to provide value. Now, that being said, there's obviously been something that's happened within the past 3 days, which is a tragedy. No matter what side you decide to sit on, it's a tragedy what has happened. I really want to emphasise this, and I have done it on a couple of my platforms. A man lost his life. I don't care what anybody on any side wants to pinpoint it as, the theories behind it. A man lost his life, a wife lost her husband, and kids lost their dad within the past 3 days. Some of the things that I've seen on social media are truly horrifying. They're things that we shouldn't be seeing under any circumstance. I am not going to sit here and pretend to be some patron saint of, I'm under any circumstance, am I ever going to pretend to be perfect? What I will never do is celebrate the death of anybody, whatever side it may be on. And I hate to see it, because it's a horrible thing that's happened already. And then to go onto platforms and see people literally celebrating it, I think is just, it's ungodly, of course. I just think it's inhumane, incomplete, just overall. I don't want to talk on what happened or, what's right, what's right. I don't think that is necessary. I don't think we should be seeing that. So of course I'm on about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now again, this isn't a political live, this isn't political content. You may get my opinion every now and again, like you're getting now. What I'd like to mainly focus on is the fact that what's happened is devastating, and it's horrible. As I speak of it right now, they've found him, and apparently he's been sentenced. So I'm not here to update the news. That's just where it is right now. Other things might come out later on down the line. It's literally been 3 days since it happened. My main reason for bringing it up is because what I'd like to do is take a moment of silent prayer for all of those affected. Of course, Charlie's, immediate family, his wife, his kids, his close friends, anybody that was affected by it. I just, for a couple of moments, I just like anybody who's watching this now or watches this later, I just want to take a couple of moments to to pray for them all. So we'll do that for, as I say, a few moments. Say a silent prayer to yourself, and then we'll close the video. Thank you for anybody that did partake in that and didn't skip through. I just, as I say, I felt obligated to just mention something doing this lower today, and same with social media. I don't want to be one of those guys that chasing views and trying to clickbait people into things. It's just it's horrible. It's a horrible thing as a dad, and I've got a fiance myself. Yeah, it really hit me the past couple of days, and it's horrible. It's not something I want to see in the world. So I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. This was obviously just as I mentioned, mainly an update to bring a bit more value. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Any other things you'd like to see, any certain topics that you'd like brought into it, if you like the mindset thing, if you'd like to see a bit more focused on AI and the tools and what you can start using within your content. I'm more than happy for any suggestions. Of course, if you check the description below, you'll be able to get in touch with me on literally any platform on the planet. As I mentioned, I'm doing the wide and then depth approach. Other than that, thank you again, and God bless.